G'day. Today we're going to brew a Duvel Tripel hop Citra. So we've got our grains weighed out here, just 4.05 kilos of Pilsner. I'm using Gladfield Pilsner, which we're going to mill. Water chemistry is already done. Water's heating up. We're at about 60 degrees now. It's just gone 10 o'clock or so. Got about 4 hours before I need to get the kids. So let's get this happening. So we're getting close to the 15-minute edition. I've got 2 of these to go in. Candy sugar, I've used these before. I've had these sitting in the sun for the last half hour just to warm up a bit, and taken out some wort to dissolve these in before putting it back into the boil. So let's do that. So that was a great idea. I mean, you can see how easily this stuff pours. Could have just added it straight into the boil. That's probably not going to require much stirring in. There we go. Yeah, that's dissolved. Final sample. It's cooling down to 27.5 degrees at the moment. Cooling down to 22 degrees, and then I'm going to pitch the yeast, which I made a starter for last night. Hasn't taken off that much. It is a bit old, but I'm going to pitch it anyway. It's only a 1051 gravity beer. It's not a huge double. It's a session version of a triple, so it's coming out about 6%. I reckon we'll be okay. At least I hope we are anyway. Got the tilt in there, so we'll follow the progress of the ferment. Just waiting for it to tie up with Brewfather, and then we'll be away. G'day guys, it's Stass here for the tasting video of the Duvel Triple session version of the Triple. So it's the 27th today, so probably looking at like 5-6 weeks since this was fermented, so it's probably getting closer to 4 weeks in the keg. You can see the clarity is starting to get better. It's still not completely clear, but you know, it's going down just fine on Christmas. We got down to up to 5.8%, so it didn't quite attenuate as much as I was anticipating. And that could be because the yeast was old, and like I said, I didn't treat the starter as well as I probably should have, but I thought I'd probably get away with it because we are dealing with a lower gravity beer. 1051 was the starting gravity as opposed to more like 1070 for the full strength of the 9%, because it's meant to ferment down to close to 1. Anyway, let's have a see how it tastes. So still getting a little bit of that candy sweetness on the nose, and what's that smell? It's yeast estery, sort of a farmhouse smell. Fruity, bit sweet, a little bit of a herbal character, and that's probably from the hops. Not a lot of citrus coming through, although there is a hint of citrus. But from memory, the original Citra hop version was on the more subtle side. Anyway, cheers everyone. I'm going in. Merry Christmas. Sweet. It's not a sweet beer, but you do get that candy sweetness. I'm getting slight tartness from the yeast. I'm getting a little bit of bitterness. I'm getting a bubblegum Belgian character from the yeast. A little bit of that herbal, noble hop. It's very nice, very easy drinking. The slight tartness helps with it sort of dries out the beer. We're not a hugely bitter beer here. And I think it's got a soft mouthfeel, which normally with the 9% alcohol you'd get a lot fuller mouthfeel. Obviously we're missing about 3.5% ABV on the original, so I'd say it's probably a medium mouthfeel, but it is quite soft. It's nice. It does have a dryness on the back. Yeah, I'd say this is a success. I haven't done the side by side, but my memory of a Duvel, it's certainly in the ballpark. It's a very easy beer to brew. I mean, the hardest thing about it was sourcing the right yeast, which I used the Giga Yeast Golden Pear. Certainly at the session strength, you don't need to do anything fancy in terms of yeast pitching rates. If I was doing a 9% version, I would definitely do a starter and give it a couple of days to reproduce the numbers. But for a session 5.8%, well, a session triple, it's still a full strength beer. But yeah, it's very nice. Anyway, this wraps up the Grain to Glass. If you're still stuck around, thanks for watching, and if you like the content, consider subscribing. I noticed that most of my views have coming from people who aren't subscribed. I think it's like 78% of those. So if you're not subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Give it a like, comment, always read the comments. But yeah, Merry Christmas. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.